Okay, let's try take 3 here and see if this dumb thing works. So, big deal now is reopening the schools because the orange man wants it so. I want schools open by fall, or I'm cutting the funding. Really? Really, dude? You're gonna cut funding to schools? Wow, that's a brilliant way to, get an edge on Biden. Cut the education of, future voters. Brilliant. So, here's my suggestion on that one. Sure, open up the schools, but do it online. Because, let's be fair, you can catch a virus, but you can't catch COVID from the internet so far. So, yay to that. And here's the idea. Virtual classrooms. If colleges can do it, universities can do it, doctors, business professionals, conventions, from what I've heard, if they can all utilize video chat technology, why can't you put it towards high school, junior high, elementary school? I mean, it's not that difficult of a concept if you think long enough on it. But then again, we're in that slow, repressive government where technology's bad, science is the devil, and Fox News is the greatest thing ever conceived of. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm not buying any of that because my thing is this. I don't want anybody's kid to get sick because somebody is trying to push a bullshit agenda. Okay? If that's the case, sue me. I don't care. All right? I'd rather kids be safe and still be alive long enough to learn something. Because the way things are going right now, you got tons of people that are getting sick, mostly because they're fucking morons and decide to go out and party. And now you want to throw young kids into this mix too? No. Okay? No. Here's the scheme. Give laptops, internet connection setup, grants, whatever money you can to the parents and parents, teachers, students who can't afford it or don't have that kind of technology. Because most kids nowadays, they live in a household where they have one or two of those things. They either have internet connection, or they don't have a computer, or they have a laptop and not the greatest internet connection. So, since the government likes to give away money unnecessarily to people that don't deserve it really, do that. Give the money to where it's going to do the absolute best, because we all know funding, Trump's dumbass, sidekicks, beggars, and hangers-on, whatever in between, that's not going to work for too long because no one cares. All right? We know he's a scumbag. We know he's an asshole. All right? The mother effer doesn't even care about his own kids. All right? You think he gives two shits about Don Jr. and Eric? Nope. He cares about Ivanka. We all know how much he loves him some Ivanka. In fact, I would go on a limb and pretty much say that, Barron might be, Donald's actual, son versus grandson. But again, that's my theory. I will linger on that till doomsday, but whatever. Main point now, and then they do reopen the schools because they got their arms twisted politically and financially. You realize that's going to be another demographic where, you got a spike in cases and kids getting sick unnecessarily because the orange man wanted it so. Guess what? Okay, I want a lot of things. All right, I want people to. I want everybody that hears my voice, sees my videos, looks at my posts to buy my books. But guess what? I'm not Stephen King. I'm no J.K. Rowling. All right. I'm not even Howard Stern, okay? Well, I have sort of the same, humor as him, but outside of that. But no, I want a lot of things, but, I'm not going to risk anybody's life over it, All right. And this is what this is. It's all like, risking unnecessary lives. If Trump's so hell bent on having kids go back to school and like, be exposed to all this crap, why did he send his own little boy out there and see how that goes? Or better yet, I heard somebody make the suggestion, why doesn't Trump go out to like, some random school anywhere in the US and then, sit be there for like a day and see how that works out for him. All right, because let's be fair, I don't care what school you go to, social distancing is not going to happen. Okay, kids, for the most part, will not wear masks. Okay, I don't care how cool you make the designs look on them or whatever. These are not going to be the most brilliant of people that go wearing a mask, because they'll hear the bullshit from their parents, whatever nitwit they want on the internet. Myself not included in that, because I'm a moron, not a nitwit, and going on about how, wearing a mask is against my constitutional right. Show me in the Constitution where it says wearing a mask is a violation. Show me, okay? But like I said, brain dead people making decisions for those that can't make a decision. All right, like I said, online schooling, it's not a bad thing. Okay, hell, if I God knows if I had online schooling, I'm very sure I would have actually, graduated a lot higher marks than I have. But that's just me. And like I said, you can't do social distancing in schools, because I don't care how your school is set up. You're going to lose out on some situations there, okay? Because if you got a classroom that typically can fit maybe, I don't know, like 25 to 50 students in there at a given time, and you got to separate by 6 feet evenly, no. You just cut your class down to 15, maybe, in there comfortably. And then you realize they have to eat lunch too. That means you got to take your mask off to eat, thus exposing you to whatever air is around you. If you're outside, I don't know. That's still 50-50 to me. If you're inside, yeah, you definitely gonna catch something. Because let's be fair, even in a crowded situation, all right. So if like you have 10 people in a room, one of them might be infected. Guess what? After 5 minutes, I'm very sure at least a good 6 or 7 more will be infected, and then you're gonna have those two that were like near like either the door or the window that won't get sick. But like I said, it's not that difficult of a concept. But why these idiots are so hell bent on doing it? Oh yeah, that's right. Like I said earlier, it's a political move. It's called trying to one up somebody. I don't hear Joe Biden jumping out of the box saying some dumb shit about reopening the schools. Hell no. Even Biden's saying online schooling. All right, if you can Skype, if you idiots can Skype looking at a girl putting a zucchini in a very uncomfortable place, you can also teach kids how to, geography, math, and whatever in between. All right. You may not be able to do, science experiments that way, as far as I know. I mean, we have technology. It's not like we don't know how to do things or have an inability to do things. It's just that we're dealing with an anti-science government. We're dealing with, an anti-common sense government at that. That, they love to throw out all these, buzzwords, bullshit. And then when it comes to actually doing something that's reasonable, rational, makes sense, they can't do it because it's not in their wheelhouse. All right. My dad always says, common sense is not always common. This is true. And you're looking at a government that's proof of that. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty much going to rant for the next few seconds because I'm trying to make time, because this is officially the 3rd or 4th time I'm recording this, because the last few times, for some reason, my microphone does not pick up my voice, which is amazing because it goes to show how most devices I deal with do not pick up my voice, be it a microphone or a telephone. No one hears me. And then you have the fact that I have to wear a mask when I go out of the house. People really don't hear me. Okay? And thankfully, it's not one of these crap little cloth ones. At least I have a filter in my shit, but that's just me. But really, I mean, That's it, man. That's the honest to God truth right there. Online, internet. Use the tech that we have versus the bullshit we're tired of. Because no one's going to care if, like, how they learn. It's a matter that they do learn. With that being said, I'm done. Like, subscribe, and all the other fun stuff. And buy my books.